Throughout the years, Funko has made a lot of different Funko Pops that have collabed between two different franchises. Some of these pops make sense, others not so much. So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at some unique collabs between franchises as Funko Pops. Starting off with one that I actually have in my collection, Jeffrey as Batman. The mascot for Toys R Us is Jeffrey the Giraffe, and Funko has made pops for him throughout the years. Some of the pops that Funko has made for him have been collabs between Jeffrey and many other different franchises, one of which being this Jeffrey as Batman that I actually have in my collection. This is a really cool one. I like it a lot. I like the figure. I think it's really cool. Obviously why I picked it up. As you can see on the box, this was released for Batman's 80th anniversary, and I just think it's a super cool pop. It's basic. It's nothing too crazy. It's Jeffrey dressed up as Batman, and I think that's just so cool. And as I mentioned before, Jeffrey has collabed with many different franchises, not just DC and Batman. There's also Gryffindor Jeffrey from Harry Potter, Jeffrey as Iron Man, Jeffrey as all four of the Ninja Turtles, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and Donatello. And from DC as well, there's also Jeffrey as Robin. Now I personally don't understand the whole collab between all of these franchises and Jeffrey, but I think all of these Jeffreys are just super cool, and I can definitely see Funko doing more in the future with different characters. And a very recent collab that Funko has done between two franchises is BTS and Minions. They really made a 7-pack of Minions dressed up as all the different BTS members. RM, Jin, Suga, J-Hope, Jimin, V, Jungkook. I don't really understand this collab at all. I don't know what the correlation is. Maybe all the members of BTS are big Minions fans, so they got this done from Funko. I'm not sure. I really don't understand these at all, but I think they look pretty funny and pretty interesting in my opinion. Another mashup that Funko has done would be Looney Tunes with a bunch of different franchises. The first of which being this Looney Tunes and ScoobyDoo. We have Bugs Bunny as Fred, Daffy Duck as Shaggy, Lola Bunny as Daphne, Taz as Scooby-Doo, and Tweety as Velma. These are pretty cool. I actually like these a lot. I think my favorite has got to be Daffy Duck as Shaggy. That one just looks so funny and good. Now I do believe they actually did this collab for Warner Bros 100th anniversary. Since both of these are owned by Warner Bros, both Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes, it makes sense to match them up together. There's also Looney Tunes and Harry Potter. All four of these were New York City Comic Con exclusives. We got Bugs Bunny Gryffindor, Lola Bunny Ravenclaw, Sylvester Cat Slytherin, and Porky Pig Hufflepuff. These four are pretty cool, and yet once again both of these are owned by Warner Bros, so it makes sense to have these collab. Then there was also the Looney Tunes collab with DC. We got Taz as Flash, Bugs Bunny as Superman, Sylvester as Batman, Lola Bunny as Wonder Woman, and Wile E. Coyote as Cyborg. All of these were FYE exclusives, and they all look super great. I like these a lot. These are actually my favorite ones probably out of all the Looney Tunes collabs. That Taz as Scooby-Doo is just so awesome, and also that Wile E. Coyote as Cyborg is super sick as well. Now there also has been some mashups between Bugs Bunny and different things as well, such as this Bugs Bunny as Buddy the Elf. This one's really funny. I like the pose they put him in. That's just so awesome. And there was also this NFT pop that was released of Bugs Bunny as Morpheus from The Matrix, which I think is super cool as well. But yeah, I think it's super cool that Warner Bros and Funko team up to do this where they mash up a bunch of their franchises together. I'm all here for it. I think Funko does a good job with them, and I think they turn out great. Another big collab and mashup would be between the Alien from Toy Story and all of Pixar's franchises. They seriously went all out for this Pixar Alien remix. There's so many different pops for this. There's an Alien as Dory, Alien as Russell, Alien as Doug, Alien as Carl, Alien as Zurg, Alien as Bullseye, Alien as Dot, Alien as Kevin, Alien as Elastigirl, Alien as Eve, Alien as Mater, Alien as Roz, Alien as Mrs. Incredible, Alien as Randall, Alien as Wally, Alien as Sully. There's so many different ones a part of this line, and I think the best one has easily got to be Alien as Joy. I mean, just look at this thing. Just look how awesome this thing is. I'm kidding, by the way. This thing is horrifying. Why does it look like that? This thing is literally nightmare fuel. But yeah, this is an interesting collab between all of Pixar's franchises and the aliens from Toy Story. Now this next one I'm about to show you might make sense somehow, but I'm just not sure. I don't know what the correlation is. But Hello Kitty and Cup Noodles have Funko Pops. They have a Funko Pop collab. Yes, you heard me right. Cup noodles. Like the ramen noodles. The mascot for Target is Bullseye the dog, and he has some Funko Pops by himself that have been released throughout the years. But there also has been some collabs between Bullseye and other franchises throughout the years as well, such as this Bullseye and Marvel Funko Pop collab, where Bullseye is wearing a Spider-Man shirt. Such a small difference to the pop, but I think it's cool. There's also this Disney Bullseye where he's wearing a Disney 100 shirt and he's got Mickey Mouse ears on. And also this Jurassic Park Bullseye where he's dressed up as John Hammond. I think this one's gotta be my favorite. That's just so cool. He's got the little dinosaur hatching right next to him. Such a cool pop. Next up, we've got a collab between SpongeBob and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is a collab that happened many years ago. I think maybe a decade or close to a decade ago. And I just love this collab so much. Easily probably my favorite collab out of the whole video. SpongeBob is dressed up as Leonardo and Plankton is dressed up as Shredder. This was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive many years ago, like I mentioned, and it came in this lunchbox, and I think that's such a cool packing design for a Funko Pop. They haven't done anything like this, unfortunately, since then. It's been years, and I don't think they are going to do anything like this, which is very unfortunate because I think it's a very unique and cool design for packaging, but I don't think they're going to go back to it just because of how unique and standout the normal Funko Pop box is. But once in a while, it would be cool to see Funko Pops in a lunchbox like this. Another one that I have in my collection is a Domo Funko Pop right here, but not any Domo Funko Pop. It's Domo as Superman. Do you guys remember Domo? Probably not. Domo was a huge thing many years ago, and Funko decided to capitalize off of Domo by making a collab between Domo and a bunch of DC characters. There's Domo as Superman, Domo as Batman, Domo as the Dark Knight, Domo Green Lantern, and Domo as the Flash. The common ones aren't worth much at all. This one I paid, I think, like $12. Yeah, right here, $12.99 actually for this one right here. Besides DC, there was also a collab between Ghostbusters and Domo. There was a Stay Domo, Ghostbuster Domo, and also the Slimer Domo. That one's gotta be my favorite. Look how cool that Slimer Domo is. Then moving on, there was also a collab between Deadpool and Bob Ross, and I know this happened in the movie. I just think it's funny that Funko made a pop of it. Deadpool as Bob Ross, just look at this thing. This thing is just so funny and cool, but I just think it's funny that Funko chose to make this as a pop, which actually, you know what, now that I'm thinking about it, it's a great idea they made this into a pop. There was also this collab between Universal Monsters and Kirk Hammet from Metallica, where we got a Kirk Hammet as the creature from the Black Lagoon and also Kirk Hammet as Frankenstein. Both of these were exclusive to the Royal Ontario Museum and only limited to 1,000 pieces. These are pretty cool pops. I just don't get the correlation between Universal Monsters and Kirk Hammet, but hey, they're pretty cool pops. And one more that I have to show off from my collection would have to be this Steve Funko Pop from Stranger Things. Now, when first looking at this, it doesn't look like anything crazy. This just looks like Stranger Things Steve when he was working at the ice cream shop in season 3, which you would be right, but this was actually released as part of a collab between Baskin-Robbins and Stranger Things. As you can see on the sticker right there, this is a Baskin-Robbins exclusive. Even on the sundae in Steve's hand, you can see a little Baskin-Robbins sticker. Whenever I make a video on this pop, people are always saying, oh, it's actually Scoops Ahoy, it's not Baskin-Robbins. You're wrong. This is a Baskin-Robbins exclusive Funko Pop, and it has Baskin-Robbins on the pop. And also, I guess this one does make sense because there was a big collab between a bunch of ice cream flavors from Baskin-Robbins and Stranger Things, and they released this pop around that same time, so it definitely does make sense. But I just think it's a cool collab that Funko decided to partake in. That sums up today's video of a bunch of different Funko Pop collabs. Comment down below your favorite Funko Pop that I showed off in today's video. I would love to know. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I appreciate all of you guys so much, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.